Hi, welcome. We're here today talking with Jeff Allen, success coach, personal mentor, and author of The Power of Happiness. Jeff, thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Pleasure to be here.
Terrific, thanks. We're just going to talk a little bit this morning about what you do and who can benefit from the services. And I guess everyone would be, who's not familiar with life coaching or success coaching, would just probably like if you could elaborate a little bit. Just exactly what is life coaching?
Sure. Well, life coaching is a process of change for the individual in order to achieve what specific personal outcomes. And it's about bringing things into our life, and it's about getting rid of things out of our life. For example, somebody might like to have more confidence and peace of mind and things like that brought into their world, or in fact they might want to get rid of something like procrastination. And so it can go both ways. At the end of the day, the life coaching process is from my point of view, it's about creating inner peace as well as outer success.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's wonderful. So in addition to those benefits that you just listed there, Jeff, what sort of results can someone expect by going through the life coaching process with you?
Sure. Generally speaking, I think we could say there are things like motivation, people looking for meaning in life and purpose and things like that. And then there are more specific things like people wanting to be more positive, more generative in their thinking.
Yep.
People have problems with anxiety, depression, these kinds of things.
Yes. Yeah.
And then, of course, there are also the more, slightly more deeper things such as unconscious sabotage. And, that's a whole other arena.
Yes, we know about that. Okay. Well, for people who are curious and who haven't tried your services before, Jeff, what sort of processes do you take people through? What can they expect to go through with you?
Yes. We start off with the goal of the individual. What is it that they really want? Okay. From there, it's about establishing rapport. It's usually not a problem. However, it's very important, as you can appreciate. And then there's the coaching process. So the coaching process in and of itself is something that helps people to actually get in touch with what's going on inside of them and how that actually relates to their outer world. So the coaching process is a questioning process which is quite revealing. Then, as well as that, there are various modalities that I use, things like personality profiling methods, and then there are other techniques like EFT, emotional freedom technique, voice dialogue work, which is about helping people to, work with current behaviour and things like that. So there's a whole bunch of modalities. It could be 20, 30, 40 different modalities. So we only bring things in as required,
Right, okay.
And then the actual process itself, well, we start off with a goal, whatever your specific, unique goal is, outcome required. And then from there, it's about doing the work and then getting feedback in the here and now. It's also about a little bit of homework occasionally and also very much about support.
Okay, all right. Well, you've done a lot of coaching in your time, Jeff. Could you, I think it would be helpful for everyone if you could give us just a quick example of a coaching outcome that you've had with a client or a scenario?
Sure. I once had a coaching client who was a gun salesperson in a timeshare company. Very highly valued client. Anyway, what happened was he stopped making sales and nobody could find out why. After a few sessions, what we found out was this fellow actually had a personal vendetta against his superior and he had no way of getting even with them. So what happened from there was the moment we found out what the problem was, the fellow came back on with his sales, and because he was a professional salesperson, he had no problem. He stayed on track, and So when you look at that, I mean, how crazy is that? You or I or he would never have decided to do that.
No.
But of course, his unconscious mind had no other way of getting even with the superiors than to stop selling.
Okay.
So we shouldn't be running around being fearful of what our unconscious mind is doing, but I think it's useful to understand that sometimes there's more going on than what we realise.
Right, okay.
There's an expression that sometimes we're an unreliable witness to ourselves.
Yes.
Now, I know that wouldn't relate to anybody else.
No.
But I've noticed it to be true in my world. So, sometimes there are deeper things that we do need a third party to help us.
Okay, that's understandable. And your processes will certainly uncover that for people. That's
Absolutely,
terrific.
yes.
Okay. I'm just wondering, because there are other life coaches, and there's a lot of variations on life coaching, Jeff. What would you say is the biggest difference with your life coaching service or with your success coaching service?
Good question, David. The thing that's in common with most coaches is that we help people get outcomes, right? Specific, unique outcomes. What's a little bit different about my work is that I help people actually uncover the root cause of the problem, if there is a problem. Sometimes it's just a matter of clarity and breaking things down into doable pieces and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But then other times there actually is a little bit of a glitch, right? So my work specifically is about helping people to get clear about what's going on inside of them, how that corresponds with what they're achieving on their outside world. They want something different on the outside world, so they look within and make some modifications. So in the process of doing that, what we do is we actually get really, really clear about what's going on, and I help people actually make behavioural change that results in permanent change and achieving the outcome on a permanent basis.
On a
so
permanent
in other words,
basis,
we go from
okay.
one success to another. We don't revert backwards.
Okay, well, that's terrific, Jeff. Thanks for all of that. And if anyone would like to get in touch with you, what would be the best or easiest way for them to get started working with you, Jeff?
Certainly. If you feel a little sense of connection with my work, then all you have to do is click the button on this page that says take advantage of your 2-hour session with me, and we will get straight into it and make a difference in your life.
Terrific. Thanks very much, Jeff.
Pleasure. And thank you, viewers.